but I think it was a decent pick, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, everybody talks about spin to win on Balmont, easy hero, but Balmont, it can be. I mean, listen, at anything you play at this level, your competition's top level, so it's gonna be hard to pull off, right? I think the Haya is just known to be an S tier jungler, and so a lot of people were wanting to see that lock in. Even myself, I thought that was coming, and the Balmont caught us off guard. But T, you're right. With all that AOE damage, Amon likes to slip away invisible with a little bit of health left, and an AOE dunk from Balmont completely fixes that. So I think it's a good counter. I think it's a good counter for it. You're right.
I think it was I honestly believe that was a clutch pick. Though, like you said, I still really like the comp from TSU. I think that the Valley needs to try to... Oh my god, that throw this early on. And this is what we mean from Tamal, just picking off these heroes. I think the Valley needs to make sure they get a kill onto this Clint early on and not let him scale, Ben.
Yeah, I want to see the Clint put down because it's going to be a lot of damage, but really their focus is the Amon for this. And putting Tamal on Jawhead, I would rather see him on Jawhead than on the Cho. The Cho was impressive. It was annoying, but it doesn't have the pick potential and just the peel that Tamal brings on Jawhead. I think that's a little bit in their win condition. Giving Clint space to work is going to be big later in this game.
Yeah, I mean, and just like the small things of the, you know, you're talking about Jawhead, talking about Tamal. I know we've been talking about Tamal all the time, but he's just someone that just plays a really well tank. I put him up there with the Zoltros with some of these other players. And just earlier, the mechanics of throwing Ballmond away from that Litho Wander just so that Amon could secure it. Like, and yes, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but these are small games. But here comes a big engage. Look at the burst from Amon onto Gosu Yujin. This is what the Valley needs to be careful of.
Walks away with sub 100 health right there. That was really close to being first blood for TSU. I'm glad TSU is going for a much more early game focus, and you can tell this Amon's catching people off guard. Even yet now, with a little bit of preparation with the ball mod, still getting caught off guard with the damage. And that Jawhead compared with the comfortability that they have on Amon, I think is going to pay dividends for this game. You can already see a little bit of mid-priority, and Esme running back with low health from deep in the blue jungle right there.
She wanted that dive onto Kagura, man.
One thing I'm noticing is that Clint is dominating that Brody up in the top, and I think that's only going to get worse as the game goes on and Clint scales. So props to the Clint winning the lane up there hard. Balmont takes first blood. We were saying it was a counter, but Amon just got that booty. I don't know, T.
He did just to hurt him down. But, you know, I mean, Amon's just got some crazy burst damage, and pairing him up with anyone that can help him with a little CC like Tamal, you know, or do a little bit more damage, you know, Ballman just wasn't able to do anything alone. Right now, it seems like the Valley's rotation is a little broken up, whereas TSU is running together as a tight core.
Have Raph, right? So you've given up that support, checking bushes, going in and hard engage. You've given that up for the early game. Yeah, in the late game, she's going to create a lot of mobility, a lot of heal, and a little bit of stun vision, right? But for right now, Tamal's going to own this place.
TSU just making plays left and right, Ben. Another pickoff. And this is going to be the weakness of the Valley all day. Tamal just able to sit in these bushes, give vision, and make these picks. Limit the movement of the Valley. Like, they can't even move through their own jungle right now, or else they're going to get taken out.
Raph under a turret here with 3. She may get picked here. Interesting to see Tamal's confidence to be able to dive under there and get it. I wonder how many times we're going to say Tamal and the rest of his cast, because the man is a playmaker, and you usually look to the hypers. You usually look to the marksman to be that, but at high-level play, when tanks start making plays, good things happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the hardest. I mean, it's honestly one of the hardest, and it's most likely the most important role of the game, having a good tank. I mean, every team, the people that set up the crazy plays, the people that make us go, whoa, are the tanks. And look at this, a huge engage from Tamal onto them, but Ballman does get a double kill with the ult smash. In comes young Romuel, slowing him down, though, and he is taken out by that Clint. Clint's starting to do some nice damage. He wants to chase down Guapsi, so they do respond by making it a 2-for-2 trade. Look at the flicker from young Romuel. Can she finish him off? She does. Down goes Brody, turning it to a 3-for-2 trade. And not only that, but taking all the gold plating off of this top lane tower, Ben.
That's big for Clint, getting a little bit more, but I wanted to see them pinned, like you're talking about, T. Make sure this Clint can't scale, because he's dominating Brody in the 1v1 in the top, and now he's got a little gold in his shoulders. He's got that plating, he's got 3 assists, and a kill down bottom.
Wow,
interesting.
Yeah, onto Sir Oni, though. That goes on to, they needed that. Take out that Haman, but still, like you just said, Clint scaling. He doesn't have any kills, but he's got 3 assists, and he's making gold right now.
Yeah, and if the thing with Amon doesn't work out towards the late game, hey, we have insurance with the Clint. He's already 3 assists. I wonder if Blue and TV will be able to take this turtle in the face of TSU.
Yeah, I mean, they do. This Ballman, I was talking about this Ballman, and he's starting to show off now. Another nice snipe with the ultimate of Brody, and we saw it in that last team fight, the one where he got the double kill. He is going to start be able to making some plays here, and it seems like Amon's starting to fall behind a little bit. But look at this Clint just pestering the top lane, Ben.
Yeah, that's their insurance for the late game. You saw Tamal burn Flicker in the mid lane and didn't really get anything. That's one of the rare mistakes we've seen from Tamal this series, burning that Flicker and not actually getting the pick. He may have received a Flicker, he didn't in exchange. So not sure why that was burned, but you can see the matchup between Paquito and Esme is kind of like a wet noodle fight. Either of them is going to really go for a kill unless they've got a gank, right? So we're really focused on the rotation of the 3 in the mid, and then that marksman trade. And you saw Brody stole the kill over for the long-range auto from on Esme in the mid lane, right? But he comes back to that lane, and Clint's going to be daddy. So
we're going to see a throw here. A nice ult and a stop with that evil. They are able to secure the kill on to that Ballman, Ben.
Ballman's got no way to get out of the UCC. Clint trading in a 2v1 and winning it hard.
Hard. Are we going to see the throw here? Come on. Give it to us. We don't. But they do maybe take this tattle.
Yeah, maybe get the tower. There's no minions right now, and Clint is a little bit exposed, so I'm not sure you'll see him go for that. Amon with a little pressure from Paquito, but getting the healing back from that sustainability. Paquito with a dive?
He does dive. He doesn't get taken out. I was on the edge of my seat there, Ben.
Spicy play in the mid lane, boys.
Spicy play in the mid lane. Let's go. I don't know which one to fight. The Paquito is looking bad in the top lane. Brody does take out that Clint, and that's something that the Valley needed. Overall, it's a tower for tower trade. We're 7 minutes in. Gold is practically even, Ben. I mean, this game can go any way.
I do think TSU has identified where they were weak in the early game and played to it. Love to see that adaptation from them. I think it's going to pay dividends for me. If I had to guess right now, I'm putting Game 3 in TSU's hands. I just think that the Clint's going to outscale so hard, the Ballman's going to fall off, and you're going to start to see Yves buy the space with the Jawhead for the Clint and the Amon to work.
But the Valley has Brody. They have Endgame too, and then they have that Kagura. But enough of that. In comes that evil. Amon is able to secure that turtle, and then we see a nice ult from Tamal. Now, we have seen Rafaela go down. TSU pushing their limits. 3 members of the Valley going down. Do they fight for a tower? Eve rotating to the mid lane. TSU finally taking advantage, able to secure a kill, able to secure 3 kills and a turtle. And look at the clear from this Clint. Now they have 3 minions ready. Do they take this tower? It's going down. Gosu Yujin just backing up. And I love how the Valley does not try to save that tower. They just cut off the arm and let the body survive, Ben.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was worried there for the Valley because Tamal had Flicker and he was on the waves, just begging him to step out of position a little bit. All those recalls, all that taunting, all that, you can feel it in the blood of TSU right now as they clamp down this outer series of turrets. And now it's what, 3 turrets to 1, right? You've got a couple turrets traded, but I think the big thing was that even though the Valley started Turtle, Mon secured it and then took the team fight.
Esmeralda, though, might be a little too deep here. She is forced to run away, and now the Valley might have a slight advantage on a team fight here. TSU wanting to try to steal something here. Tamal able to throw them away, though. Young Ramiel still pushing, though, on this blue buff. She's going to have to give it to them as members of TSU go back to base, and the Valley reclaims their jungle.
Yeah, this is such a good Game 3, T. This is the matchup we wanted, and it's delivering overfold. You can see both these teams have played. They've knocked each other back 1 game each, identifying win objectives, changing. And now we've got a Game 3 where it comes down to who's going to take it. And I think this is exactly what we said was going to happen.
Oh, my God. Big burst damage. That Ballman able to get the kill onto that Esmeralda. The Valley finally getting a bit of an advantage in a team fight here. Do they continue it? We do see Cerrone trying to engage, but this looks bad for Ballman. He's quickly bursted down. and trapped in the Aldaviv. It looks like, I mean, every time I think a certain team has it, oh my god, look at that kill coming from Cerrone. Gets the double kill onto Kagura. Do they finish this here? Tamal with a beautiful throw onto that raft. They are pushing hard. The slowdown coming in from Eve with that second skill. Gosu, Yuzi, and Lime forced to retreat back to base, but the minions just aren't there right now for TSU. But the Lord is ready to be taken.
Lord's easy here. I don't think you'll see a contest. It would be foolish too. But I want to see TSU claim this game and not show one emote, not one recall.
Yeah.
Clean them up, TSU. I'm loving it. If you're loving this game from TSU, let us know, boys. We've got Lord barreling down. All the minions are at the same pace. You see a little bit of push in the mid, but they're going to clean that up really easily. Esme has extended a couple of times here. I'm a little bit worried about that.
Yeah.
But Tamal, my man, Tamal is a playmaker. Look at him setting up for the next play.
Yeah, he's ready. He's waiting for this Lord to catch up a little bit, giving vision that right now TSU knows where they're all at. They know where the Valley's at. Look at this pick onto this Rafaela. Eve quickly coming in to slow her down. This could be it for Raph. She's low on health. Paquito trying to zone out that Eve. Raph able to just slip away. A nice knockout to two members of TSU, but a member of the Valley goes down in the bot lane. Lime is taken out of this fight, and so is Ballman. Sir Oni securing another kill onto Paquito. That's three members of the Valley down. Lord at almost full health on this top inhibitor. Pride, the Esmeralda, just sitting on their towers. There's the emotes. Don't do it, TSU. Just finish this game cleanly. Another member of the Valley down. This could be it for the Nexus, and that is game 3 goes to TSU.
TSU, baby. TSU takes it home. I'm so happy to see it. We were hoping for a TSU victory. What a game.
We weren't hoping for a TSU victory. We're unbiased casters.
Wow. The predictions came through, and TSU identifies, hey, we're giving too much of the early game over. We need big picks. TV makes the mistake of letting that Amon through, and they pay